Hey! Gear I recommend on your one wheel so you don't die! What's up everybody, this is Brian from HappyFunnyGaming. If you're into geeky stuff like me, like the Onewheel GT, old school retro gaming, and just gaming in general as an adult, please like and subscribe below. And on to this video. I was riding my Onewheel GT today, pushing it hard, and I thought, you know what, why don't I just make a video on Onewheel GT safety and safety gear. The reason why, because I reflected on how many accidents have I had on this Onewheel GT ever since I got it on April, and I'm a newbie, and I haven't gotten the injuries that people have been posting on. Broken collarbones, the main one, broken ankles, scratched faces, all the road rash you could do, and this is within getting the Onewheel GT in a week. I'm a newbie, but I haven't had those kind of problems with it, and that's because I did invest in safety gear, and I wanted to tell you what I got, what helped me out. So it could help you out from getting less damage, so you could ride and feel the stoke forever. Now I had right now so far 2 major crashes with my Onewheel GT, one of them being my first nosedive when I was pushing it, and I was glad that I was rolling with the safety gear that I had at that time. That way I wouldn't get too much damage and too much hurt. Because I don't know about you, but I have adult problems. I need to work and make a living, and one of my main duties at work is to be in front of public, so I have to be presentable, and I can't be all bloodied up, all scarred up in the face area, or else I want to be working. Also, I'm in a business environment. I need my computer, I need to type, I need my wrist to be good, so that's why I have all the gear that I need. The first piece of gear you should invest in for all you newbie one-wheel riders and any rider in general is, it's a no-brainer, a helmet. All right, a helmet, a good helmet, right? A good helmet for the head right here, and a full face helmet, I believe. They all come in shapes and sizes and all different price points. This one looks so cool, right? But it's pretty pricey. It's like 300 bucks. Looks so neat, this TSG helmet, but I was glad I had a full face, and the reason why is when I nose dove, I see the scratches on this helmet that could have been my face. If you check it out, this is my full face helmet. And when I wiped out nosedive for the first time on my Onewheel GT, I was glad that I had this on. If you check the damage when I nose dove, it's very minimal because I did tuck in my chin, thank God. I do have that habit from taking martial arts, judo, thank you judo, but it's still my head did hit the ground. If you look, there's little scratches right here, so that hit the ground, right over here, that hit the ground right here. And also, if you look right over here, this is where my temples at, hit the ground. So if I didn't wear this, I would get messed up, or at least scratched up on the side of my head. Also, when you look right in the front, you see that little dinger right there? That could have been my chin, my lip. All right, so I'm glad that I wore this helmet when I did my first nosedive. I would rather have a helmet on all the time, at least even for a head helmet all the time, just for a peace of mind. It only takes one crash for you to get severely injured, severely brain damaged. The second thing that's on the top of the list that I believe you should wear while one-wheeling or any sport or any board sport in general is wrist guards, all right? We live in a typing age where we need our hands to type, or we need our things to do, like a lot of our jobs involve a computer. We're all in front of computers, and this will help a lot. Just good wrist guards that protect your palm and also protect your wrist. Right? Have you ever broken a wrist before? I haven't. I wear these, and that's the reason why. My friend broke his wrist before, and it just took him out for a long time, and it's a long time to heal, and his hand didn't heal right after the fact. I want to show you also from my wrist guards when I nose dove. This is from my backhand. There's nothing here really, right? Just a couple scratches in the front on the top right there if you look. But when you look at my lead hand, where I lead with when I ride goofy for my GT, look at that. That was from my first nosedive, I believe I had that, but this ripped. If you see, it ripped immediately. I still wear it. It's still good, but see, look at the scratches here. That could have been my palm. All right, so, and my palm could have been just tore up, but so I was glad that I got this. These are one of the things where I feel naked if I forget to wear these, like I'm missing something. You should invest in these as well. Now the third thing, which is probably on the top of the list, is a good armored jacket. You could get one from the Float Life, you could get one from here at Lazy Rolling. This is the armored jacket that has, or like something armored, like I see those electric unicycle people and dirt bike people have that whole chest guard. They want these with elbow guards, and also the main one, which are the shoulder guards right here. This jacket actually has shoulder protection as well. And it's because so you don't get a broken collarbone. I know the broken collarbones are painful and it puts you out of work for a while as well. And that's a common injury on Onewheels, all right? And also it protects against a road rash and a lot of things. Again, it reduces your damage. The fourth thing on my list, it's kind of like a hierarchy, are knee pads. I want to be honest with you, the damage on these knee pads is very minimal, so that shows that how much scrape that I get with my knees when I crash on the Onewheel GT or even my skateboard. But it's great to have, it'll save your pants. I crashed during work, by the way, and this actually saved my pants. Another thing I recommend is a good mirror that you could see behind you. I always had a habit when I skateboarded and when I one-wheeled that I would always look back. I would always physically look back to see if there was a car, just to see if there was a car. There were instances where I almost hit cars in front of me, like one was backing up. Great thing I saw that car in time that I could like immediately slow down. But this right here will prevent you from turning around. All right, this will prevent you from turning around just to check for cars behind you. Invest in this. This goes around my wrist and I just look at it really quickly to see if there are any vehicles and I'm good. I'm still facing forward, being mindful of the cars forward. This is a great cheap investment. One of my final things, and it's the lowest form of the gear tier for me. I think if you're a little bit older, you might want to invest this higher in the hierarchy, and it's booty pads or leg pads or hip pads, whatever you want to call it. I didn't really want to invest in these until I hit the trails really hard and then I crashed and I didn't have this on. Again, I had my other gear, so I didn't have any scrapes. However, my side was sore for freaking like a week or two. It was sore. It was like an in bruise or something like that. I also had a big bruise when I was skateboarding before too, and this would help prevent it. These are really hot, but I only wear these when I'm really pushing the board, when I'm going on the trails, when I'm going on a new trail where I know I'm gonna probably wipe out eventually since it's new. I would be glad to have these on, just further protection, and so I don't get that bruise that I had that would be lasting for 2 weeks and it's so uncomfortable. Now I want to say that the gear that I suggested is not full protection from you in getting injured. Nothing is. I may have left unscathed in a lot of my crashes. However, there was some things where I was sore the next day. That sudden impact on the ground would hurt your back a little bit, or at least it hurt mine for like a couple days. It hurted my shoulder a couple days, like a little sore. It didn't break, but it hurt. And it's because of that sudden impact. My neck hurt a little bit too. Keep mindful of your age too. If you're older, you might feel that impact a little bit more the next couple of days. Just keep in mind about that. Now, these are my opinions on the gear that I suggest you could be using. It's just my opinion. This is what I use all the time. Some people think I look cool. Some people I think I look dorky. It doesn't matter as long as it's okay for me. At the end of the day, I don't care if you wear gear or not. That's just a choice you have to make. I just hope that you don't get into a bad accident like everybody else. I want to know, what kind of gear are you rocking with while one-wheeling, or what gear you recommend to me? Please comment below. This is Brian from HappyFunnyGaming, and be safe everybody. Peace.